Hello there from Kentucky Kingdom and Hurricane Bay in Louisville, Kentucky. Today I am joined by, well, a lot of people, but right now I'm joined by Mike and Mark. So I'm going to come around here. You two still getting on, yeah? Yeah. Just checking, yeah? Can we have a public handshake? Just make sure you're getting on, yeah? Excellent. Bit of violence there. Bit of violence. Right, so Kentucky Kingdom, we've got 6 coasters, I believe.
Yeah, 6 coasters. 6
coasters, and we're starting the day on a Storm Chaser ERT, which is an RMC, which I believe opened in 2016.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, I believe it was a conversion. Mike's checking his...
2016?
Yeah, I believe it was a conversion of a dueling Woody at one point.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So, obviously, Mark, you're looking forward to the RMC.
Of course, I imagine I'll sit on it a good number of times.
Well, this is it, we've got an hour's ERT, so we're going to get plenty of rides on it, I would imagine. And we're also able to film a POV, which should be good. So yeah, Mike, what are you looking forward to?
T3.
T3, the Vekoma SLC.
Original.
Yeah.
Vekoma SLC is
one
of the prototypes. One of the prototypes.
One of 2 prototypes. Yeah. Ah, I've heard bad things, even from the park.
Yeah, from the park, they know it's bad.
That's what's funny, the park actually take the pee out of it on their social media. Yeah, I really like the social media team here. I remember when Hagrid's opened in Universal,
and they put the line up.
And like, literally they had a thing here which was like, line starts here, and and like they'd made a sign for Hagrid's and everything. So I just like the wittiness of their social media team. I believe that team is still here, and I don't think they do that as much anymore, but no. they're still hilarious.
Yeah, they are. T4, anyone? T4.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was an April Fool, was it last year?
Yeah, or the year before, I can't remember, but I do remember when they were like T4 confirmed and basically posted like a mirrored picture of T3, didn't they? That's what we need though, we need parks having a bit of fun like that. It's just...
Humour, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing worse than that sort of corporate thing at times. It's great having this sort of bit of a laugh and a bit of a...
You can have if you can poke a bit of fun at yourselves and also get the right message out. I think that's the best way to run social media. Right, so other than Storm Chaser and T3, of course you'd say T3. What else have we got to look forward to?
Lightning Run.
Yeah.
Lightning Run, yeah.
And we got the...
Yeah. That's a very nice looking 120-foot drop slide.
Not for you. I'd go in the water park, but I know I'll get burnt. It's like absolute certainty that I'll get burnt, and I don't want to be burnt before we go elsewhere. I might go one of the water parks later on in the trip, like, but... So, I've heard this park described as the airtime park.
My type of park. It does look like it.
Yeah, my type of park as well. So anyway, enough chit-chat. I think it's time to go on Storm Chaser, but just before we do, a big shout out to Carly and her team for making Pleasure Beach Experience feel very welcome from the very first time I emailed. time for us to do some Storm Chaser reviews after an incredible ERT for 1 hour.
Yes.
Firstly, a big thank you to Carly and her team.
Agreed.
They've done a great job sorting that out for us.
Yes. Incredible. Incredible. What an incredible ride though. What
yeah.
an incredible ride. 10 laps on it. Happy days.
10 laps. I don't know how you did that. My thighs were crying after 3 rides, and it's not because it's a bad ride either.
It is airtime. Airtime. And more superb airtime.
Superb airtime.
It is. It's just an incredible ride. Like from start to finish, it is just relentless. It's just phenomenal, and that's why I literally was like, you know what, I'm going to batter it. I'm going to do 10. Double digits on it, and then I'll call it a day.
That's 6 RMCs you've done now, is it? Was it 5?
6 now. 6.
Where does it rank?
Just below Vengeance.
Just below. And what about overall?
Overall, I reckon it's second, you know.
Just behind Vengeance as well?
I think so. It's everything that I like in a coaster.
Yeah.
Everything I like. I want to be like, it's not for everybody, but I personally like to be like, I want to be trying to cut in half, really. Like, I want it to slam me into that straight, and that's genuinely, I was like, yes, more of this, please. And that's why, like, because Vengeance is exactly like that.
Yeah.
And that's why I like Vengeance so much. But it's just a phenomenal ride. Whereas like Zadra, very, very good. But it's different. It's a different type of RMC
yes.
compared to this. It's obviously you take the elements differently. There's different elements on it. Untamed again, different elements on it, but there's not the same ejector air time on them two. And same on Wildfire. To be honest with you, there's no real ejector moment. Like there is some ejector moments, but it's not relentless like this, and that's why, for me, why it sits at number 2.
That final 2, that's 2 or 3 airtime runs is incredible on it, and it really does catch you out. If you're not expecting it, like the first time I did it, I thought, oh, we're getting near the end now, it's going to soften up, and no, it got like more raucous. We're getting heckled because I'm wearing a Batman shirt. I think they were a little bit excited about the new Batman film.
Agreed.
I mean, it was good, but it wasn't as good as The Dark Knight.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. No.
Well, maybe they're a fan of Helix.
Maybe it's the Helix top that they've like, yeah, we need to go and do Helix at least, but
they do.
Exactly.
Everybody needs to, but everybody needs to do Storm Chaser.
Agreed, they do need to do Storm Chaser, because that, honestly, it's relentless. It's short, but does exactly what it needs to do.
And also, you get to see things like this. So we quickly got Gareth before you go and do the other creds.
Yeah.
What did you think of that ERT?
Amazing, brilliant. Oh, I loved it. If that's the little wet whistle for Steel Vengeance, bring it on, because I love that. It is just madness. That ejector is just insane, and I really like that 0G roll because you feel pretty weightless on it. It's so well designed. I love it. Absolutely love it.
How many goes?
11.
11?
Yeah.
You and Mark lapped it then?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I just like, don't move me.
Here we have Mr. Jackson.
Hello.
Sorry, Mr. Jackson. Ooh. Not sorry for the ERT though.
Oh, not at all. It's certainly a raucous machine, that's for sure.
Raucous machine.
Yeah, it's just pure ejector the whole way round. There's just no let up. You just come around this element here and in the bunny hills, you just ow. It's incredible.
Next up, it's going to be Lightning Run, which opened here at Kentucky Kingdom in 2014. It's a Chance Rides hypercoaster, or a GTX hypercoaster, and yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about this. I've heard it has a lot of airtime, bit of a thigh crush going on, it's got the RMC restraints, and I hear a lot of people who've been to this park often saying, well, why have more parks in America not built these? So let's go to Mark. What are you expecting from this?
Airtime.
Yeah.
Love it.
Lots of airtime expected.
Cannot wait. It looks packed full of it.
I've watched POVs of this about 1 million times because I just thought, I really want to go on this. So we're here, we're finally going to do it. It's on one train by the looks of it, so I don't know how long this wait's going to be, but it'll be worth it, I'm sure. Excited?
Yeah, I'm going to give it a go.
Yeah, of course.
Managed to get on Storm Chaser, so I'm going to give it a go, see how we do.
Excellent.
good.
We were going to talk about it first, but we thought we'd ask you.
It's good, but it wants to dislodge one part of your body from the other part of the body.
It does.
It's fantastic, the restraints are awful.
Agreed.
Yeah, agreed.
It's great layout, great airtime, it packs a punch, it's awesome, but it wants to snap you in half. That back section just wants to cut you in half.
Yeah.
But it's good. It just needs different restraints.
We said before going on, there's only one built. I wonder if that's why.
Yeah, probably is.
I do wonder if that's the main reason. But
I mean, and they pin you as well in it. Which,
Yeah.
Like, I know they've got it is a violent airtime ride, but I mean, it doesn't help. It just needs a normal lap bar.
agreed. Big one star lap bar.
Big one, yeah. Just
Yeah.
a decent lap bar, that would be one of the best coasters out there for airtime. 100%.
We're not asked you yet. What did you think of Storm Chaser?
Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Yeah. Better than Untamed.
Yes.
I really, really enjoyed it. Now I've got to compare it to Steel. Oh, right, sorry. You prefer Untamed?
I prefer Untamed and Goliath.
Fair enough.
I did prefer Goliath, but Storm Chaser close second and then Untamed last. Sorry.
That is an incredible ride. More of them. More of them.
More of them with different trains.
No, just keep the same restraint. I want it to be aggressive. I want it to try and snap me in half. And that is everything I like in a coaster. I don't like floating. I like it.
No one likes a floater.
No, they don't. But for me, I want it to be aggressive. I want a coaster to be like that. I want it to slam me in restraints. That's how you know that they're working. Incredible ride. More of them. Blackpool get one. Towers get one. Fort get one.
I
Everyone
can't
get one.
imagine one of them is SW9.
Yes. You know what? It'd be the best coaster in the park.
Well, yeah, to be fair, you won't be far wrong.
No, even with the same restraints, that is incredible.
It'd have to be called the Lightning Run, though.
This is my type of park, full of ejector. Third time. Superb.
Superb. Superb airtime.
Yes.
It's been a while.
It has been a while, but this park is airtime. Superb airtime park.
Right, now on to the next one.
Yes.
Next up is going to be the Gravity Group Family Wooden Roller Coaster, the Kentucky Flyer. That opened in 2019. But before we go on it, I just want to mention that Kentucky Kingdom does have a water park. There's some big slides, a wave pool, and I would imagine it's quite refreshing on a hot day like this. But I know Mike's going to go in there, but we're probably going to stick to the coasters again. So it's time to go and do Kentucky Flyer. Hello, the Lucas.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
What rides have you done so far then? Have you been on the Kentucky Flyer?
Kentucky Flyer was the most recent.
We're going to get to that shortly.
Yeah.
So what should we expect?
A little bit shorter, woody, with the new trains. A little bit rumbling, but fun at all.
Cool.
Like small fun coaster, good to go.
You've been on T3 yet?
Yes.
How was it? Excellent.
It gives a sense that it won't be as bad as many people could expect.
Oh, okay.
But there are few steps to go over during the ride.
Okay, what are those?
I rode many more terrible coasters than this one, so I definitely wouldn't say it was that bad as maybe somebody could tell.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What else have you done? Obviously you've done Storm Chaser.
Yeah, Storm Chaser, beautiful. The first dive, first airtime hill, absolutely spot on. Force airtime hills, force bunny hops, yes! And thank you for the ERT.
Yes, well, thank Kentucky Kingdom. It was their idea for Storm Chaser.
Exactly.
If it was me, I'd have gone with something a bit more gentle, but I think they chose the right ride.
Yeah, definitely.
Good, it woke us all up, certainly. Have you been on anything else?
We did the kiddie coaster roller
Skater.
skater. Come on, it is targeted on me.
Cred's a cred.
Yeah, cred's a cred, like exactly. Yeah, done, and yeah, good one.
Mike's doing a bit of test seating. It's a good thing about this park, there is test seats before all the rides. When they work, obviously, because the one at Storm Chaser wasn't working, but he's just going to sit there and chill out now.
Yeah.
Good plan.
A comfortable seat, it's a lighter seat.
Yeah, good old Gravity Group. Right,
Yeah.
let's go. It's just over there, and it appears to be completely walk-on. What did you think of Kentucky Flyer?
That's a great little woody.
Yeah,
It's,
not bad for $5 million. Makes you think
We
it'd be
need
nice
more.
to see more, wouldn't it?
we need more coasters like that.
Yeah,
We really do. It's a nice, snappy little coaster. The thing is, it proves that point that you don't need to build this huge coaster to get a good woody.
agreed.
Because that's got a load of nice little snaps of airtime in it. Nice little twisty layout. It's a gravity group, so it's a little mini gravity group coaster.
Yeah, and it's nice and compact. Like the turns back
It is,
into the
yeah.
station are like on a 50p piece.
Yeah.
It's like when
There's
you.
a lot of small parks, but I reckon you can fit that in.
Yeah, definitely. Your likes of like Polton's Park, Chessington,
Yeah.
even Pleasure Beach.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a bad one to
So,
have.
one of them.
Front or back? I know you did near the front and near the back, so what do you prefer?
I think the back.
The back?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Let's bring in Mark. What do you think?
I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
Good family coaster. You know, it's just enough just to give you that little bit of a thrill.
Yeah.
Going over the airtime hills. Just a fabulous little coaster, to be honest.
front or back?
Front for me.
Yeah,
Get pushed over the airtime hills a little bit more than you do the back. I think due to the size of the train, it helps it a little bit more at the front. For me, anyway.
fair enough, fair enough. And talking of the train, there's literally one sat right there because it's on a one train service because it is literally walk on, there's no one in the station. Next up is going to be Thunder Run, the first ever roller coaster that was built here at Kentucky Kingdom. It opened in 1990 and I believe it was constructed by the Din Corporation Group. We've just taken our ride on Thunder Run, which is the Din Corporation wooden roller coaster. What did you think?
It's not the best ride in the world. You know, it does bounce you around, but I'll give it its credit. It's got some good moments of airtime in it.
Yeah,
It has some good moments of airtime, but it does bounce around a lot. But, you know, you've got to respect the fact that, obviously, the people that worked at Din then went on to the likes of GCI, you know, Gravity Group, you know, and in the end, obviously, they helped out RMC. So you've got to respect sometimes the people that worked on them, especially when this was built. Might have had the same manufacturing tools that we've got today.
no,
So
might have been handmade, not handmade, but hand designed, sorry. It might not have been a computer aided design one. It was 1990, so planning would have been what, 1988, 89?
also on it as well, they wouldn't have had the same manufacturing tools
No,
to cut the wood the way that we can cut it now. You know, so you know it's probably not helped it, but you know it's not a great coaster. But from the heritage side of things, obviously it's you've got to respect that and what becomes from the woodies after it.
also as well, it did a lot for this park because it was the first like proper coaster they had.
Yeah.
And it's still here now, and whilst to us it might not be the best, to somebody else that's their Grand National, that's their Big Dipper, it's their Nickelodeon Streak, it's their big one. They came to this park when they were 5, 6 or 7 with their mum and dad,
Yeah.
went on that, and they still remember it now in the 30s. That could be how it is.
Exactly, that might be the first big coaster that they went on. We'll do that Thunder Run.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like it's that sentimental value that holds with them, and you know, fair play. Like, but for us, it's not overly great, but you
It's
know,
kind of like with the Grand National at Pleasure Beach. You've got childhood memories with your dad.
yeah.
I've got childhood memories of it and teenage memories of it, and whilst yes it's not as good as it was then, I still hold those memories, and it's probably one of the reasons why I still rave about it, even though I think it's been massively improved. And people will have memories with family on that perhaps we don't appreciate.
Exactly, but like obviously from your point of view, can you imagine you lived in the Kentucky area and that's Charlie's first big coaster?
Exactly.
You hold that memory, even though it's not a great thing. It's like this is my first big.
It's like why I get touchy when people say, oh, get rid of Blue Flyer at Pleasure Beach. No, because it's my son's first ride when he was 1 year old.
Yeah, it's them same memories that hold with rides, and sometimes that's what people can sometimes lose sight of.
Yes.
So you
Me
know,
too.
Yeah.
I did that at Kings Island.
Yeah.
I slated the beach, and I've slated it a lot since, and I don't know, I regret it because that's somebody's thing.
Yeah, it's actually somebody's finger. Could you imagine? Obviously, I'm sure we'll talk about it tomorrow. But can you imagine going to like, or even if we're here, we'll talk about it for here. Could you imagine seeing this grow up as a kid?
It'd be so good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you'd be like, I need to go on that when I'm tall enough. I need to go on that when I'm
It'd be
tall
like
enough.
what we call like the Pleasure Beach Icon generation.
Yeah.
The Icon fans who, or Pleasure Beach fans who perhaps weren't Pleasure Beach fans, saw Icon going up, and now the Pleasure Beach fans. It's that kind of thing, isn't it?
Exactly, and that's what you've got to appreciate when they put coasters in. They might not all be the best, but to somebody it's like that excitement builds at that time, and that's why parks build new coasters on a regular basis.
So on a different note, we've got a Larson looper there, and over this fence, it used to be a drag strip.
It's a short drag strip.
Yeah.
Even me in my car might get to the end there before a minute.
But I'm fairly sure it's mentioned in the Coaster Studios documentary about the drag strip. Or have I imagined that?
No, he's definitely in there. I mean, if anybody's not watched that,
do it.
Watch it, because it's an unbelievable documentary that he puts together on it.
Yeah, it's the whole reason I wanted to come here.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know anything about this park until I watched that.
No, exactly. When you watch it, you're like, obviously even going back to stuff like this,
yeah,
you can see why people get so attached to the place, because that's where the memories are.
Exactly.
The jobs that they did. It's like everything's connected to it, and you know what, fair play for saving it, and then obviously look what it's become today. Right,
so I've got 2 more coasters to go until I get my 400th coaster. I've got Roller Skater,
yes,
which will be my 55th Vekoma.
Cred's a cred.
How many Vekomas are you on? Do you know?
I'll have to, when I get home, I'll have to...
Have to consult it.
I'll have to consult your spreadsheet that you sent me, and I'll work it out in time for Pleasure Beach Monthly.
Yeah, because that's going to have to be a subject soon, Cred's a cred and all that.
Yes.
And then after that, it'll be my 400th coaster on T3.
Mate, you're so excited for that.
Cannot wait. Anyway, I believe it's time now to go and have a bit of a break, get some dinner and just have a bit of a rest. Next up is going to be the infamous T3. This Vekoma SLC was originally called T2 when it opened in 1995. It is one of the Vekoma SLC prototypes, and it's known for being notoriously rough, uncomfortable, unpleasant, and not at all enjoyable. So I guess we'll see how it goes. It's my 400th roller coaster credit. Hopefully it won't be a terrible one, but when the park even takes the mickey out of it on their own social media, I'm really not expecting it to be very good. News is I now have 400 roller coasters on my coaster count. The bad news is the 400th was indeed T3, and I don't know how to say this without being disrespectful. It's probably the worst SLC that I've ever been on. But I don't think it's because of the ride's track. I just think the trains are so bad. They're probably the worst like inverted coaster trains I've ever seen. They're just sort of cut into your shoulders because it's like a car seat belt on your shoulders. But I just don't think over the head lap bars work on SLCs. It's just, I think the original restraints on these rides were a lot better than like the ones that the newer ones get with the lap bar kind of over the head lap bar restraints. I just think that over the shoulder restraints is a better idea for inverted coasters. I really do. I've been on 3 coasters now that are inverted coasters where you've got like a lap bar type restraint. I've not enjoyed any of them. Coming to the end of our day at Kentucky Kingdom.
Yes.
How's it been for you?
Great day, great park, great organisation from them, absolutely fabulous. On Storm Chase at ERT, plenty of airtime in this park. It's been an enjoyable park to come and visit. You know, I've thoroughly enjoyed my time here. It's a park I'd definitely like to come back to sooner rather than later, because it's just that it's got a feel good atmosphere about it. You know, I've genuinely enjoyed it. Coming in, you can see all the families having fun, you can see thrill seekers having fun, everybody has fun here by the looks of it. Staff have a bit of fun. It's just been a great day.
Agreed. Highlight?
Oh, Storm Chaser.
What a silly question that was.
Yeah, Storm Chaser without a doubt. But
Yeah.
obviously, I really enjoyed Lightning Run.
Yeah.
I can get away with it. I don't have big legs. I know I am stick thin on my legs. I can't help it. And that's probably why I enjoy it. I know that I enjoy close as well. Split me in half. But Storm Chaser for me is a highlight of this park. It's a phenomenal ride.
I don't think we've probably done enough here today, and that's why I think we need to come back at some point in the future. But it would be fair to say fatigue has set in.
Yeah, fatigue setting. It's been a long few days. Obviously, we had the extended part of the trip anyway. But I thoroughly enjoyed my time here. I think that, like, next time we probably come, it'll probably be like maybe flying to Kentucky and then head further south somewhere.
Yeah.
And then do it at the start of the trip rather than basically near the end of the trip. But it is a fabulous park. I say I thoroughly enjoyed my time here.
Coming to the end of our day here at Kentucky Kingdom. Now, I've got to say, I know that this is not a great vlog, and I'm going to talk about that first. This is my I am absolutely shattered day. I didn't get a good sleep last night through my own fault. Spent too long doing some PV video work. Same thing the night before, and it's caught up on me. I've not eaten enough, not slept enough, not drank enough. It's all my own fault. So tonight I'm going to sort that out because I don't want to have another day at Kings Island where I feel fatigued. But despite feeling like how I do, I've had an excellent day. I've really enjoyed this park. Firstly, the people here are lovely. You've got Carly who organised our event. From the first time I sent an email to this park, I got a reply within days. We'd love to host your group. And then when COVID struck and made us delay it again, it was no problem. There was no penalty for moving the date. There was no, oh, do you know what, the price has gone up, you've now got 2022 prices. No, it was exactly as it was agreed. And they couldn't do enough for us, and they've been absolutely fantastic. And I can't thank them enough for that. And for that reason alone, I want to come back here at some point. Add to that, you've got rides like Storm Chaser, which is fantastic and will be the best ride in a lot of parks around the world. There's no wonder it got voted so well in when it was a new ride. It's just incredible. I mean, it's well documented that I'm not always a big fan of RMC restraints and the airtime, but I've really enjoyed it, and even with the relentless nature of it, I really enjoyed it. I'm going to revise my comments on Lightning Run a little bit. I think the layout is fantastic. I just think the trains are the problem, but on reflection, I probably did enjoy it a little bit more than I realised. I just think that if I wasn't feeling so fragile, I probably would have enjoyed it more. Like Mark said, we will be back. We definitely will come back to this park, and if it's the first park on the trip, I'll be feeling a lot more awake and will enjoy it even more than I have today. But yeah, I just want to apologise to the park really, and everyone watching, for what is probably not our best work in terms of a vlog. This is like a 2020 vlog where it's not the best, but we're a little bit tired, we're a little bit fatigued. We got the credits in quite early and then we've just sort of relaxed. And I also don't want to make the mistake of just sort of, because I'm tired, sort of going around some of the rides that I perhaps wouldn't like and going on, oh, I don't like this. I'd rather not say anything and just not do them, and in the future when we come back I'll do them in the future and I'll review them then. There's so much more to see at this park, and one of these days we'll be back and we'll film it all and hopefully do this park a lot more justice. But please, if you've ever thought about coming here and you've put it off, stop putting it off. Get those flights booked, get that road trip sorted, come to Kentucky Kingdom because it is absolutely superb. I'm going to end it on that note. Many thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next Pleasure Beach Experience video.